FBI warnings, national security concerns, and foreign cultural influence. How does a social media app cause such uproar? Let's talk about the US. Battle with one of the biggest social media giants in the world, TikTok. An app that's captured the hearts of over 170 million Americans, from teens to grandparents, becoming a cultural phenomenon almost overnight. Now imagine that same app being labeled a national security threat by the US government. That's the reality of TikTok in 2025. On January 17, 2025, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld a federal law banning TikTok unless it's sold by its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. This decision marks the climax of a years-long saga filled with suspicion, political maneuvering, and heated debates about data privacy and national security. At the heart of this controversy are concerns voiced by top US officials, including FBI Director Christopher Wray. He's repeatedly warned that TikTok screams of national security concerns. But what exactly are these concerns? Chapter 1. Data collection. TikTok's data collection practices are extensive and have raised significant concerns. The app collects a vast array of your information, including your name, age, phone number, email address, and location. Your behavior is tracked too, with TikTok monitoring your viewing history, search queries, and content interactions. Even your face and voice patterns are recorded. It doesn't stop with you. Your devices are on the menu too. TikTok takes your IP address, device model, operating system, and your mobile network. The scale of this data collection is immense, considering TikTok's massive user base. As of May 2024, TikTok has 1.04 billion monthly active users worldwide, with 170 million users in the United States alone. This means that billions of data points are being collected daily. TikTok's powerful algorithm, which keeps users engaged for an average of 95 minutes per day, relies heavily on this collected data. This is just the information TikTok tells you it takes. In 2020, TikTok was caught accessing users' clipboards without permission, potentially capturing sensitive information like passwords. But every large company collects user data. So why is the United States concerned? Chapter 2. Foreign influence. The problem isn't extensive data collection, it's TikTok's Chinese ownership. The fear is that this vast trove of data could be accessed by the Chinese government under China's national intelligence law, potentially compromising millions of Americans' privacy and security. This data could be used to hack accounts, find confidential information, identify movement patterns of high-value targets, identify areas of vulnerability such as relationships and addiction behaviors, and more. But these risks are not the only concern. Here is where it gets controversial. The United States government contends that the Chinese Communist Party could use this information to sway public opinion against American interests. They could do this by paying off specific influencers to mimic anti-establishment sentiments, or by creating messaging that is tailored to the identified audience. This has sparked intense discussions among Americans. Some argue that China's influence activities pose a genuine threat to American cultural integrity and national security. They point to China's extensive efforts to shape public opinion, suppress alternative views, and co-opt key American institutions across various sectors, including media, academia, and government. On the other hand, critics contend that if American patriotism is so easily swayed by foreign influence, the issue lies not with China, but with the resilience of American society itself. They suggest that a truly robust democracy should be able to withstand external pressures and maintain its core values. Chapter 3. Practical concerns. Another angle to all this is the practical considerations. 170 million Americans use TikTok, with around 3 million using it as a source of income. A ban would leave millions of people without work. And while they might be able to go to another platform, success isn't guaranteed. Businesses are likely to suffer as well. Delaine Barrows owns a financial consulting company and reports that over 30% of her business comes from TikTok. There is also the reality that Americans spend billions of hours on the app, although this is probably the easiest problem to fix, with other platforms offering similar content. What's next? With the Supreme Court upholding the law banning TikTok, there are only two options left. The first is ByteDance selling TikTok's American presence, and the second is intervention from the president. ByteDance has expressed some interest in selling to Elon Musk, so that might be a path forward. But there is almost no chance President Trump will go out of his way to help China. Only time will tell what comes next. What do you think? Real concern or overblown madness?